Right, but in this video, I wanted to talk about something different. Can Manchester United win the league by 2028? It's something that has been a project that Manchester United and Omar Barada and Jim Radcliffe has kind of wanted to instill in the team. And they called it Project 150 years since Manchester United was found. And ultimately, they want to win the league by 2028, which is around 2 seasons away. Now, this is what's been said. Ineos believe they are on track to achieve their mission of Manchester United challenging for the Premier League title by 2028. Some even think a crack at the title next year is not beyond the team, although two factors will be crucial in determining whether that be possible. United recruiting well again this summer and Bruno Fernandes staying. So that's what's come out. Now, listen, I think there's way more than two factors that will determine whether United win the league. I've seen a lot of people talk about, I've seen players talk about, I see Mason Mount do an interview talking about potentially winning the league. I think it is definitely possible. I mean, you look at this season, Arsenal for large parts of it have not been great in my opinion. Yes, they're sort of top of the league and they're in and around winning the Champions or playing in the Champions League final, but for a large part of the season, I don't think they have been great. A lot of the Arsenal games that I've watched, and there's been quite a few, and it's been the big games, they have not been good enough. They're a team that they're just boring to watch and not entertaining. And you look at United, if we get, as I said, I think there will be a few factors. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes staying is a key one. He's Manchester United's captain, talisman, creator, everything that you want, our best player. We'd be lost without him. Another one's obviously recruiting well. It's key for United to recruit well this summer. We already know Casemiro's leaving. We know Ugarte should be someone that's been sold. We know we need to bring in three midfielders if we want to be sort of competing for anything. We know the demand is going to be very, very, very tough next year. Champions League is going to be, again, it's going to be very, very tough. And again, recruitment is going to be key. I think United do need 7 signings, in my opinion. Three midfielders, a left back, an experienced striker, so that's be five, a left back, that's six, and potentially a centre back or a right back or even a backup goalkeeper. But United need to recruit well, and I think that's something that's going to be key. If we're being honest, I think Ineos' windows at the club have been pretty good, if we're being honest. Obviously, I think last season we needed to bring in more. But last season we got Cunha, Mbeumo, Sesko and Lamont, four very, very important signings for Manchester United this season who have transformed the team. We needed attackers, we've gone out and got two of the very best in the Premier League. We needed a striker, obviously United didn't go with the experienced route. They went with someone who was talented and up and coming, and that looks like it's working so far. And then we went with the goalkeeper route, which again was to bring in someone who was young, up and coming. We again could have went and got the experienced option in Emi Martinez, but decided against that. So United have been very, very smart in the recruitment, and I think the recruitment has been good. I think it's down to United now to again do the same this summer, whether that is going to get out two Premier League experienced midfielders, a young and up and coming midfielder, probably one that we don't know about from potentially the French league or Bundesliga or Serie A that can come in and do a job. Then it's about finding a left back that can compete or even make the first choice left back, and that's Malik Dewson we talked about, Lewis Hallsby mentioned, Anthony Robertson. There's left backs out there that United can sign. Then there's obviously sort of the striker situation. Sesko's been decent, but I do think we need an experienced striker, whether that is Ollie Watkins, Danny Welbeck. I've seen talks about Lewandowski being on a free. Obviously, Harry Kane would always be the dream. So it is all about finding the right sort of decision for Manchester United to go out and recruit. Obviously, one massive thing, probably the most important factor in my opinion, is the managerial situation. Now, we don't know who's going to be the manager of United, whether that's Carrick, whether that's someone else. I think for Carrick to be that permanent manager will be very important for him, and that would mean, listen, going into next season, which would be the 26-27 season, United really have to be pushing for that sort of top spot. And I think it is going to be difficult. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but it is not going to be easy. Champions League is going to be massive. It's going to be a lot of demand. United are going to be in multiple competitions. We need to make sure that we have the squad and the manager in place in order to do that. And I don't know if Carrick's that guy. We'll have to wait and see. He's only been at the club for 3 or 4 months. And I think it's definitely something to look at. So, listen, can United win the league by 2028? Definitely we can. I think you look at the teams that are in and around the top now. You have Arsenal, City, Liverpool are strengthening and they look very, very good. United definitely up there. And I think, again, it comes down to how much United won it. And again, next year is going to be key. I think there's going to be a lot of big things happening next summer. But yeah, we do need to recruit well. We do need to make sure Manchester United get everything right in terms of bringing, selling in. Because listen, I think bringing in players and getting rid of players are equally important. You know, we can't sign 5 players and then not get rid of anyone. I think this summer we need to get rid of. Rashford's got to go, and I think he will go. Højlund will go. Sancho will go. So they're 3 attackers. Um, Ugarte will probably go. Casemiro's already going. Malacia will probably go. Bayindir and Onana hopefully will go. And then again, that need you to bring in a lot of players. But as I said, the competition is only going to get stronger. Arsenal will strengthen. We'll see if they win the league next season. It's a big month for them this sort of calendar year. But if United get it right, it is a high possible chance that we do challenge. You look at where we've been under Michael Carrick. Yes, again, that's only been 1 game a week, but there has been a lot of positive signs here. So if United can get the right manager, there's no reason why I don't think we would be challenging for the league. But you can let me know your thoughts in the comments.